get all y'all in, man. This week, the drink of choice for the podcast is going to be brought to you by.
They ain't cutting the check. Cut the
this
check.
bottle that look like this on the side.
There you go. Cut the check, goddamn.
You know.
I don't know what you take me as. I understand the intelligence.
Yes.
But don't cut until they cut the check.
All right, today this goddamn podcast is King's Energy. Hen and Men, goddamn. Speaking about.
Episode 2. I'm in the shop now.
Episode 2.
Well, let's go and dig off into this thing, y'all. Let's get this thing going, man.
So we're gonna goddamn first kick it off with a little weekly catch up, fellas.
Man,
What y'all got going on, man?
entertaining week to say the least, man. A lot been going on.
What you got?
Yeah.
KT, what you got going on?
Man, I had a very entertaining week, actually, man. I actually frequented more than one strip club this weekend.
You didn't call nobody.
Oh, man, I did not call anybody.
Yeah,
'Cause
let
I
the
had
folk know nothing.
I wouldn't answer though, you know.
Yeah, I had the greatest partner with me, you know, and we had the greatest time.
Good wingman.
Or should we say wing girl?
Yeah.
Wing woman. Wing woman is a more professional term. You know, had a great wing woman. And, you know, I just really enjoyed myself, man. Ate good, rest, and just vibe, man. You know, I ain't really had no spectacular happiness besides waking up and finding out we had a new president one day, you know. What about you?
Ah, man, good week, whole lot of work. Chill with my daughter, had a good conversation. With my daughter, you know, she holding down 3 different cheerleading different formats, you know what I'm saying? We talked about dating, man. I talked about dating.
Okay.
She a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Some love, I guess she might be the captain of the varsity team trying to push up on her. I'm trying to tell her to kind of stay in your class, baby. Like, first of all, high school boys are stupid and they stink.
Yeah. You're right.
Speaking of stink.
And their hands got jike residue on them.
Man.
At all times, you know what I'm saying?
Sock remnants.
Yep.
God damn. Yep, not sock remnants. God damn. Shit.
I ain't never been a sock user.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
You
recall you being a sock nigga, man.
You gotta consolidate that.
Yeah,
That
right.
shit going
I
everywhere.
ain't never been a sock, man. You know, I been a rags tissue or something.
That would turn a whole lot of socks into hockey sticks.
Oh, I told my girl, though, I say, man, you know, check them socks that be in the corner in the back of the closet and shit like that. You
I
know
should
what
scratch your foot up and put it in there.
Yeah, don't let me get a little raspy.
Like James Earl Jones.
Sorry, y'all, man. We ain't mean to
Yeah,
jump
we
shit like that.
around.
Cool, what you had going on?
Oh,
this
my
week?
mama ain't listening. Mama ain't never used those.
Nah, this week, you know what I'm saying, it's been steady, it's been consistent. My son mama called me. Peace to the God, mother of my only son, peace to the God.
Yes.
But she called me, she say, you need to talk to your son. Now ladies, y'all already know when your brother did some fucked up shit or something ain't right, that's your son.
Yeah.
But as soon as he
It's
makes
all
straight A's or something, oh, that's my baby.
Oh, yeah.
That need to
Oh,
cut
that
your
shit
shit.
so-
Cut your shit. Let's start with that. Cut your shit.
Shit,
But she was like, you need to talk to your son about his hygiene. I'm like, what's going on with his hygiene? What the boy stink? You know? She's like, just talk to him about how to wash up. Ladies, if you're raising a man by yourself, understand that the nut's gonna be on 10. Alright? Understand that a grown man smell different than a little boy. My son finna be 13. So them nuts on 10.
Yeah. About around the time they start to goddamn secrete that little.
Them nuts on 10.
That's that hair coming on there, so it's gonna secrete.
Understand that.
Yeah.
But you know, I had to talk with him. I told him how to wash his ass and his nuts properly as he gets older. Hey.
You gotta lift up and get up under there.
You gotta get up. You gotta get in the crevice.
Yeah.
You gotta get in the
You gotta
crevice.
get in there. You gotta lift that
You know.
thing up and just
I had
grab the ball.
to
man.
talk
You
to
gotta get
him. You know.
And he responded. I mean, it wasn't arguing on his end.
Because I don't put it to him as if that's what the purpose of this conversation is for.
You make him feel fucked up about it.
You know what I'm saying? I talk to him like, boy, you getting old on me. You know what I'm saying? You getting, but understand, getting older. This the shit that brings about change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of put it to him in that light, and he understood. You know, so he laughed at me because I made the shit comical, but he understood what I was trying to tell him. You know what I mean?
You know, and a company always the best way to goddamn.
That's
break
the
ice.
that's the biggest thing. Your son get older, he gonna start smelling like a man. Your crib gonna smell like a locker room, especially if you're an athlete. Understand it. Get over that shit. Don't call you man for talking about your boy nuts. That he a man. Yeah, damn it.
He coming of age. He's more active. I'm proud of him. I want to say I'm gonna have to call him. I might cash app him or something just to can't come.
There you go. About goddamn that Irish Spring.
Boy, I remember the last call I got, boy, about my son, one of my sons, boy. It was my oldest boy. His mama called me. She was real distraught in the voice too. Like I really thought like something was going on. Like my son joined the gang, and you know what I'm saying? You know, he carrying pistols and shit or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't nothing like that. But she was like, I gotta talk to you about your son. I'm like, hell, what's going on, you know? She was like, my work laptop broke down and I had to borrow his. I knew the whole rest of the story when she said that. You know what I'm saying? So she go in his browser, like,
Pause.
you know.
Any man browser you go in, you liable to be surprised.
You will be surprised.
Goddamn right.
A lot of people have a lot of extra windows open in their browser. So that first one that pop up for the world to see, it'd be like a regular page. But if you go to those extra pages,
Yes.
you don't know the type of shit a nigga got on save right there before you go back too quick.
Look
You know what I'm saying?
If something ever happened
You know?
to me, y'all find that old Corey G got fucked up, I need y'all to break into my crib and erase my goddamn history.
I got you.
Break in that motherfucker. I don't give you gotta break a window.
I got you.
But my son was watching porn though, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, he was like 14 at this time. You know what I mean? 15. To me, you know, this is natural. You know, like back in the days, I ain't have a cell phone now for me to goddamn
I'm
do
so
the thing
jealous
to
of the
me.
kids, man.
You understand me?
Nah.
I had to, you know, steal a book out of the store or raid my
They got
uncle's
that.
stash
They
or,
got
you
that
know,
personal shit,
we
huh?
would rotate them amongst each other.
Blacktail, I remember.
Black satin.
When you get to pay 46, it be sticky. Like, God, you couldn't warn me. You could not warn me.
Video
girls.
tapes.
Videotapes.
God
Oh yeah, that
damn.
VCR tape. True Blue. True Blue, one time for your mind. You see that post I had tagged you in? Yeah, that True Blue was
Yeah,
motherfucker.
baby got juice. You still got it.
Come on, man.
Where the tape at?
Oh, my mama ain't watching.
Where the tape, man?
But
Where
nevertheless,
the
though,
tape?
you know what I'm saying? I ended up having to like have a conversation with my son about this shit, and it's like she really wanted me to kind of dig off into him, and I couldn't, dog.
Nah,
I couldn't
man.
because I was picturing myself his age, and he probably ain't done jacked out half the nuts I hadn't got. I hadn't got a little addicted to the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maintain. You heard that, man?
That back day was true.
You heard him maintain?
Hey,
Took you back on them.
Damn sure did, dog. But like,
The original vibe.
I just here go what I said to her. First I say, what was he watching on them? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And she was like, excuse my language, y'all. You know, she was like, he was watching sloppy deep throat videos. All right, sloppy deep throat videos and big booty Latinos riding dick.
Oiled up or not?
So I said to her,
Honey?
I should have asked her that. I
Did they
should have
have-
asked her that, bro.
Did they
But I
have
said
money?
to her, I said, hey, look here. That boy tell her he got them dad at the boy. I ain't told that nigga to watch that shit. What? But she ain't laugh or nothing, boy. So I had to go ahead and bring myself back. Boy, I'm proud at this moment. You know what I mean?
I was a proud
Shit.
uncle when you called me and told me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was proud. So goddamn, I ended up getting him on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Cause she wanna ground him and take away all this shit. And I'm like, hey, look here. I already talked to your mama about this. She ain't gonna take away your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like, cover your browser history, young man.
Right.
Use an incognito browser.
And hold on, women, if this happened, and she did, call the daddy and you fall back. Take a dormant
Yes.
role and do not judge your son. Don't be around here, because you know black women ain't gonna let it go. Every time you knock on the door. Boy, you better be there on Pornhub.
But you know, it actually hurts a black woman's heart to find out that her son masturbates. I don't know why. You know, I never got caught by Glurr Jean. You feel me? Glurr Jean, you never caught him.
I got caught.
You understand me?
You got
I got caught.
You got caught.
I got caught.
What happened when you got caught,
The
buddy?
VCR tapes. Remember the VCR tapes?
Yeah.
I used to peel the covers off the motherfuckers and just leave them up there with the rest of the blank ass. And one time I got them buzzed off and fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
You nigga black.
Boy, you must have been working in that bitch.
Buzzed
boy.
off and fell asleep. I ate.
Look,
I was a little parched. You know what I'm saying? Had to get some water and shit. Hey, hey. So
Hold
when I
on,
woke
hold
up,
on. Natasha Brooks say, what if it was a little girl watching porn? You know, that's really the mama's conversation now.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. The daddy got to fall back.
Yeah.
Well, the daddy got to fall back and let the mother handle that and let her know what kind of mental space you putting yourself in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it do put you in the mental space.
Yeah.
This is men's introduction to being a savage.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
porn.
One-on-one.
Porn is the
One-on-one.
gateway
Yeah.
to men becoming a savage.
And learning what you like. It ain't just savagery. It's just,
Yeah.
do I like this? Do I,
I don't think I'd have never known I just like sloppy deep throat, goddamn, if it, you know, went for a video, I'd probably been around here getting dry neck right now, thinking it's great. As a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So,
You would have never saw baby got juice.
you feel me?
That was
You
the
would have
first-
never know a woman
Well,
was
if
squirt.
it never was a such thing as Janet Jack me or
Not Janet
Or
Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
But we all know that's love. And guess what love
Let me write
is?
that down.
yes,
Truth.
We all know that's love, right?
of course.
And love should have did what?
Lord should have brought your ass home last
Oh.
night.
Donnell Holyfield. Donnell, what's happening, Bill? What's
What's
good with you,
happening,
man?
boy?
Appreciate you for
Yo,
joining
yo.
in, man. But shit.
Little light conversation.
Yeah,
Get to
well,
this.
just to get it
But hold
started.
on, finish. What happened when you got caught? That's what I want to
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I had the blank seat, the blank VCR tape sitting up there with the rest of the blank VCR tapes. But I just so happened after I bust off to leave that bitch in the VCR. Got up, went to bed, didn't even think about it, left it in the VCR. Mama came in and pressed play. And all she heard is
The volume went up. Was
Oh, the value was up. I was in my room, all I heard was this. I woke up, I was like, hey, where's that? Huh? What's happening? Where we at? What we doing? I was like, what we doing? And she said, you better not bring this shit back in my house. Get it out my house. You better never bring this shit back in my house. I was like, all right, cool.
Who's you blame? You ain't blame Craig?
Damn, man.
Nah, I ate it.
Ship or something.
I ate it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at that. You see what she said?
So look, I'm saying, but
Natasha, I see you.
I don't even know how to think about my daughter watching porn, woman.
But that's why we say-
we got to be open. We're gonna do it for you.
I think that's more something for you to address. Like, how would you handle that?
How
You know
would
what
you
I mean?
handle that,
Like, I
Natasha?
think
What if you had to handle it though? Let's give them that aspect. You gotta handle it.
if I
How you address
had to handle it, man, I would first start off by letting her know her worth. You know what I'm saying? I heard Muhammad Ali speak one time.
Why you ain't telling your boy about his work when he watching this shit though? But you weren't born to that.
Because
But
we men, we went through that. You know.
Right, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I can relate. But you know what I'm saying?
Joe
But,
boy, what up, boy?
but he said something dope that he said, you know, anything worth having, you know what I'm saying, you got to dig for, you got to mine for. You think about diamonds, you think about rubies, you think about the most precious jewels in the earth.
Yeah.
You got to go to the bottom of the ocean to get them shits. You got to work. So I reference her to being a diamond. And if you want something, if a man wants you, he got to work. You know what I'm saying? The game and to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I started off by letting her know her worth. And I don't have a daughter. So I can't really.
But she ain't talking to no boys or nothing. Okay? She ain't talking to no boys, but she watches porn.
I got a daughter, so let me speak on it.
Damn, here we go.
I personally would want to know why. Like, where did this come from? But I'd be like, everything has an origin. So, what is it about boys that you feel you need to get to know them in a sexual context? You get what I'm saying? So, with me, I think me and my daughter got a beautiful communication aspect. We can sit down and talk.
Okay.
She's not really into boys, so I could kind of reference how you said it. I would use it comically.
Mhm.
Because we had the sex talk. I'm going to be honest. I showed her pictures of STDs. Like,
Yeah.
I showed her pictures of what herpes looked like, genital warts, etc., etc. So with the dialogue, I would just want to know, why. And like G said, you know your work, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
I gotta cut their football off because I keep looking
And
at
my daughter, man, you know, I guess if I was to walk in the room and I just catch it, you know, might start motherfucking crying, boy, out there, run out the door, nigga, get tissue. Y'all, nah, but I don't know, man. Of course, I'm gonna do the parently thing here now. I'm gonna stop your whole little shit you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you my daughter. But I think my son, I'll probably be like, hey, nigga, holler at me when you get done, when you talk.
Word.
I don't know why I let him finish, but I won't let my daughter finish. I'm biased. I'm just telling the truth, y'all.
we're massage in this world. We don't.
I think with the boys, it's gonna be more so of a conversation of awareness.
Mhm.
And when it comes to a man talking to the kids, it's gonna be more of a conversation of awareness. And then with a girl, it's gonna be more of a conversation of prevention.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just the.
Yeah.
I think that's just the man's
Yes.
nature
Yes.
as it comes
beautiful
as
way
it
of
relates
putting
to a man and a woman. A man talking to his daughter or his son. You know what I mean? So I think that's how that flow for me. I ain't got no daughter, but that's my frame of mind.
Yeah.
Do you want a daughter? You done?
I
It's a
can't
beautiful
handle
thing,
it.
man. It's a
I can't
beautiful
handle
thing,
it.
dog.
See, I ain't fucked up in the world like y'all have.
Yeah, you said I got a gun when I fucked up.
Golly.
I ain't did as much dirt in
Yeah.
the world. See, y'all got goddamn cursed.
You call my daughter.
She
Come
say,
on, man.
Natasha say double standard though.
It's a double standard. That's
Somebody's daughter giving head. So at what age?
Wait, I don't want to get into that.
true. Natasha,
At
come
what
on now.
age you start giving
I
head?
had somebody's daughter hit me off at a very young age. I did.
Hey,
I
so
can't say I was
yeah.
getting it all the time. It was dry to it. Thank goodness for the sloppy Dito videos on VCR tape. Goddamn. You know, that's how I was able to be like, hey, this is what I like. Try this out. You know? And my son, you know, I'm liable to goddamn facilitate it. Like, look here, boy, what you got right here is Vaseline. Right here you got cocoa butter. Right here you got motherfucking baby lotion. And here we have baby oil.
God,
All right? There's a lot of things that you can use here, as you can see. But most importantly, do not try Jack.
You got a plethora of options.
You'll be here forever. You know, I've never been a Vaseline guy. I'm more of a cocoa butter, or, you know, or baby lotion type of fella. You know, that baby lotion soft. You know?
I use Eucerin. I got sensitive. my jack offs are expensive. My jack offs are
I'm out to
expensive.
look at some use and slip over that bitch. Hey, you goddamn dry jack or something.
Hold on, man. We might have had a breakthrough. I've never utilized lubricant. I'm straight dry.
You dry jack shouted?
Never ever.
Damn, boy, we got
Spitting name.
fucking
No,
DJ
not-
Marcus in this bitch.
I'm talking about straight
You know what the DJ stand
guys
for?
grip right here. Just grip me and get. I mean, I never ever.
Man, what you spit on that motherfucker or something?
So when you
Cold.
with a woman
I
that's
can't-
really wet, you come faster with a woman that's really wet or kind of like in between dry and wet?
I'm gonna be honest. Andre 3000 said the best. Let me know when it's wet enough to enter. He didn't say sloppy, stupid. He just.
Say, wet enough, huh?
I ain't no sloppy man, but you know, I fuck with
I'm
you.
just saying you'll go longer with a woman that's
I go
wet,
on,
wet.
yeah, I go on.
Cause you done massage the muscles to go with something that's a little drier.
My mom ain't on this video.
Yeah.
Hey, my mama told me, she said, I watched y'all little video. I started to comment on now. I told her, Mom, you should have went head on, man.
Let me make sure Freddie G ain't on here. God.
I came from my mama probably the coolest woman ever.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
my
saying.
mama. Because I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. My mama caught my porn in there and watched it, and then told me, "Wow, I saw your little porn. It's a good one." Had a story down and out.
Yeah.
I got mad with her. It's my shit. I don't want my shit no more.
You go in there to
Real
drag
shit.
your
That's not cool, my mama.
You go in there and drag your dick, your shit gone. Like, what my damn porn?
Yeah.
Let me be I'm saying, why you
Dog, y'all do not tag this woman, man.
Yeah.
But like, goddamn, I ain't gonna lie though. If she is watching, I used to sneak in there and get your little tapes and watch them.
Nigga, he telling on this. He don't got
Yeah.
bold. He don't got a little hair on this shit.
Hey, fuck it, I'm grown now.
Grown up.
When the Henny
Grown
hits the
now.
system,
And a little Henny.
Ain't
You know what
no
I'm saying?
telling.
Hen and men talking to get you a whole bunch of information now.
but check it.
We don't win.
We gonna goddamn jump into the first topic.
First
you know what I'm
topic.
saying? We're gonna talk about what happened this week. You know
Current
what I'm
events.
saying?
Current events.
We got a new president.
New president.
And if anybody was downtown Atlanta or downtown wherever the fuck you was, they was turned up in the city.
Yeah. They damn
So let me
sure
ask
was.
y'all this, like, what's y'all expectation?
Sure.
Is your expectation high, medium, low? Like, what's your expectation of this next administration?
I got the same expectation I have for them all, man. For them to do a whole bunch of shit that really won't help or change my life out, change anything in my life, and them just doing what they do, man. I don't fucking know, man.
I'm a slightly little different on it. Like I said last time, this the first time it was a real black agenda. When Trump came to Atlanta, you remember he laid out his whole black agenda. Biden laid out a black agenda. So I feel like with Kamala in there, it'll be pushed a little bit more. Even when you saw her little acceptance speech, she made sure to reference minorities and women and how far we came. So I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be a little bit different to push because it's the first time you actually had a real
She
black
finna be the
agenda.
fucking. She really the president, bro.
You
This
seen
is
that
a
post?
black woman, and this man right here. She is finna be telling his ass what the fuck to do and what's going on. She gonna be keeping his ass on point. She gonna be like, you didn't even see that motherfucker over there looking at you like that down all up the side of your neck, is he?
Yeah.
He gonna be like, hell no, I didn't, Kamala.
Did you see the post I put?
You know what I'm saying? What is what?
The one about ain't nobody stunned him. They worry about that black
worry
guy.
about
Yeah.
that black
Oh
guy.
yeah.
They want that
Yeah,
black
about
guy.
that black guy.
My expectations are low.
Yeah.
Only because we've been doing this shit now since for how long? And we still fighting for the same shit. The same fight that our grandparents had, we still having today. I don't expect much to change. Don't get me wrong, it ain't gonna change overnight. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta hope and pray for some gradual change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the reason I don't hold a lot of stock into Kamala being black and being in office is because
She got a white hood.
yeah, but also we had 8 years of a black
Yeah,
president.
Obama now, man.
And how much change, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Obama.
It was just as many people getting killed by the police under Obama as it was up under Trump.
Yeah.
So I mean, my expectations are low,
I ain't get 4 acres.
but my hopes are high.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think the key thing you said is going to take time. Like black people, we are a now people. We want everything right now. But we laying the foundation for if they had a black agenda now, every politician that come along gotta have one. You get what I'm saying? You gotta incorporate that now. So imagine 20 years from now what it's gonna be. It's gonna automatically be this what I'm running on. This my black agenda. So it may not happen in 4 years.
I just thought about something. All right, and it was a visible change in the country when Trump became president. Okay, you know, you white supremacist type, you're racist type. I'm talking about even the one that could even hide it from us, and we kind of, you know, we'll see them daily and not even know that they was like this, right? When Trump came into office, these people all stood up and got out to the forefront and said, yeah, you know I'm like this here, right? And goddamn it, go back where you came from if you don't like it and all this whole other shit. Do y'all think that mentality in those people will subside? I only ask that because somebody said maybe now Karens will relax. Natasha,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think sides have been clearly picked now, and you can't go back from that. There ain't no going backwards. Once you done seen how a motherfucker move,
Yeah.
ain't no going backwards.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take time to heal the country from what Trump did.
Sir.
It's gonna take a lot of time to heal from that, because like I said, sides have been clearly picked. But I guess my thing is this: the reason I feel like Democrats never solve our problems is because if they did, what would they have the campaign on? What would they have to pander to us for? Every election season, they pander to us about the same shit. Every year, every 4 years, they pander to us about the same shit. And if they actually met our demands, what's left to pander about?
Yeah.
What's left to talk about?
Yeah.
And then I feel like Democrats are softer than Republicans. Republicans come into office, they more bullyish. We finna get our shit done.
Yeah.
Fuck what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
If I want to go to war, bitch, they trying to kill my father.
Yeah.
We going to war.
War.
You know what I'm saying? But
Fuck that. Them niggas stole a piece of bubble gum. Somebody got to die.
Yeah.
Democrats come in and they want to reach across the aisle. You know what I'm saying? But like Buddy, I was telling you about Buddy a little earlier about how he read old dude. White people didn't take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." They didn't take over this country by reaching across the aisle. They came to this country by force and took what they wanted. Now, I ain't saying we go out there and we goddamn riot and loot and do what the fuck we want to do. But I feel like our Democratic candidates should have a little more backbone to get into office and push that shit through they want to have.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But Republicans gonna do it.
They're gonna do it.
But Democrats, they for some reason they won't.
And Democrats gonna fuck up. One thing my mama used to say years ago, when a Republican get in there, they're gonna fuck up.
But like,
They
how
gonna fuck up
often
something.
is it where like the presidential seat and the Senate and the House and all of that is just solely controlled by one party? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
highly unlikely.
It's never
But
really. Has it ever been like that?
Yeah.
But
Well, it's just
been
all
like that
Democrat,
before.
everything. All
It's been like that
Republican.
before.
All right, cool.
But
Good point.
the thing is, Republicans don't give a damn about that.
Yeah,
When you got somebody who really want to push their shit through,
yeah.
I don't care nothing about that. I ain't studying y'all. You know what I mean? Bush didn't care nothing about that. Whatever they said no to, Bush like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, him and Cheney had a plan.
And they got it done.
Yeah,
Whatever they wanted to push through, they pushed it through.
Yeah, straight up.
But just you know, y'all share
Kamala
y'all thoughts.
husband is Jewish.
Mhm.
I didn't know he was Jewish. Plot, plan, strategize.
That's word up.
Natasha,
Yes.
you going hard, baby.
You are. We're gonna have to bring you in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I asked you. She said she didn't want to.
You don't want to? You don't got your bonnet?
It's early.
Get
Come
your
on.
bonnet.
Get your bonnet out, baby.
Start this shit. Get your
It's
bonnet.
okay.
I got these guns out. Standing
Y'all
on court.
already know
FYI.
goddamn.
I got a nigga with a fucking hoodie on.
Yeah.
You a master trainer or what?
He said, hey, he just like that hat he got on. Cap.
You master trainer. You see this shit, man? I want this nigga to know.
Say his name in capital letters. But listen, we finna jump into the first topic of the night.
All
Let's
right.
go and warm them up with that one right there.
The first topic of the night: alpha males versus beta males.
Alpha male versus beta male.
Do you believe in the titles? What's the characteristics of an alpha male? What's the characteristics of a beta male? Are they even real? You know what I mean? Like, how y'all feel about alpha male, beta males? Ladies, do y'all prefer to be with an alpha male or a beta male?
And can you distinguish the two? Can you
Yeah.
acknowledge, okay, this is an alpha, this is a beta?
Yeah.
And how do you treat them accordingly? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, this really ain't for dudes, because every dude gonna proclaim to be what?
Alpha.
Alpha male.
Right.
So,
Except for like your obvious visual betas.
hold on, define it. What's a visual beta? You gotta
Visual
define it.
beta is like goddamn, you know, the visual nerd nigga with the 100 ink pens in his pocket.
Lambda.
Yeah, just
Okay.
everywhere I go, I just talk like this.
Poindexter, Wormser, and Louis
I
Scott.
only paid for the cool I done had my whole life. I got some free one time. I married her.
Break his ass. He out here. He out
What are you
here.
missing out?
That's beta right there, goddamn. No, let me quit being funny, but I know, like, you know, me just giving my description of alpha male. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's definitely gonna be a man of strength, physical and mental.
Okay.
All right. Definitely is going to be a person that is accountable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because to be alpha, you have to be able to speak to the betas and say, "Hey, here goes something you can do to do better." You know what I'm saying? Because I done the shit. A beta ain't gonna really be able to say that to no alpha in too many situations. You know what I mean?
It's funny you said that, because before you got here, we was talking. I said that's the first quality I think of is leadership.
Yes.
Leadership in the alpha male, even when it ain't convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said to G, it's a meme floating around with the wolves. When the wolves walking through the snow, the first one is the alpha, but it's the hardest. He going through that to make sure his people good. Once again, this is my perception. An alpha is gonna make decisions, even though it may not be convenient. You know, it's the best for the tribe, whoever he wants to lead. Then you sprinkle in morals, characters, integrity, but you know that all under the same umbrella. So.
I feel like you cannot be an alpha without those characteristics, though. Because like it ain't just being it so muscle ass out ass nigga and goddamn you know, just this masculine ass force.
Yeah.
It has accountability, it has morals, he got a understanding mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And is able to see things that others can't, like why a hurt person is doing what they're doing right now, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A beta is just gonna be defensive. Like a woman with a beta male who has trust issues, she will never make it past those trust issues being with him, because every time she display her trust issues and project them onto him, he will become defensive and fight back with her, or just try to only plead his case for his side versus hearing her out and saying, all right, well, look here, baby. You know what I'm saying? This right here, what you done been through, I'm sorry it happened to you. But I want you to know that I'm not that person. And I ain't gonna do that with you. You know what I'm saying? Versus just taking offense and goddamn, you know,
So beta just
how you gonna build up
excuses. When you're a beta,
full
you
of
got
excuses.
You got an excuse for everything.
Full of-
Alpha is the opposite. You always got a solution and accountability.
Yes. Yes.
Now we're gonna pass this over to G, because G, I know you got a.
Ooh, look at that question, bro. Natasha coming with it. Natasha, you coming with it, girl. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Y'all was gonna say.
God damn, man. Too much in. Too much.
No, you good. That
But my opinion about the whole thing is, I don't believe in the titles at all. I don't believe in being an alpha or a beta. I think trying to put men in two categories is an oversimplification of what masculinity really is.
Damn. You coming with it?
If we go back, those terms came from David Meck. David Meck created those terms from an observation of wolves and chimps. And we took them and we applied them to human behavior. Now, if we're talking in terms of relationship, if you look at the characteristics of an alpha male and you look at the characteristics of a beta male, I feel like, and women chime in, a woman wants characteristics of both. And that's what I call a prestigious man. A prestigious man is somebody who is assertive, if somebody who is accountable, but he's not shy. He's not submissive.
Or timid in what he wants.
Intimidating what he wants. My biggest thing that I feel like people take from being an alpha male, so to speak, is that alpha males are assertive. And that's the biggest quality, because if you go down the list of the qualities of an alpha male, you're aggressive. Don't a woman really want an aggressive ass dude? You know what I'm saying? Because aggressiveness usually leads to something else.
Hold on. Taking over New York niggas, because y'all run with that aggression. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Aggressiveness usually leads to something else that could lead to problems in your relationship. So when you look at most alphas, they probably struggle the most in relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. Women like dudes with power. And they like dudes who carry themselves in a certain manner. So the alpha male probably gets more attention than the beta. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time for them to settle down, who they go to? They go to what's called the beta. But really, that beta probably has characteristics of both of those people. The alpha and the beta. You know what I'm saying?
Can I chime in?
Go ahead. Give me what you got.
Like Mark say, you know, I'm gonna be the little devil's advocate here. Cause you said like they'll be with the alpha and then end up with the beta.
Right.
All right. I think that when that happens, it is because they can't handle the alpha's level of accountability and, you know, direct communication and addressing issues head on.
I disagree.
You know what I'm saying?
I disagree because it isn't. Even if we look at, I don't believe in the term alpha beta. But if we're looking at the characteristics of both, a beta probably knows how to communicate better than an alpha. A beta leads with aggression because he feels like that's what makes him assertive. That's what claims his dominance. So his communication skills are going to be lacking in terms of working as a team.
The beta is?
The
Or
alpha. The beta probably knows how to communicate more effectively. He knows how to deliver a message to where everybody can understand what is being said.
And I
Because he
disagree
knows-
because
he
I
knows
feel
how to
like
speak.
the alpha is the one who will.
The alpha is more direct. He more dominant. Like, this is what I say. This is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But the beta is more like, okay, let's group think. Let's figure this out. If you put 10 black men in a room and you put them on a project and you say, okay, everybody, we gotta get this project done. And we gotta figure out who gonna lead it, who gonna do this, who gonna do that, who gonna do that. They gonna take an hour trying to figure out who the fucking leader. Because everybody want to be the alpha. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't nobody want to take it. And they don't know how to communicate that, look, somebody got to fall back. So it's going to be so much aggression towards being the leader, towards being the one that run the project. So they ain't going to never goddamn get the project done. It's going to take them light years to get the project done because don't nobody know how to communicate effectively and say, look, you the strongest at this. You stronger than me at this. So you do this. You stronger than me at this. So you do this. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know how to delegate. You dig what I'm saying?
I think it's more, even though the question is alpha beta, I think it's more categories of men. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing. That's
Yeah.
why I don't believe in alpha
Yeah.
beta.
There's more categories.
It simplifies masculinity. It's
Yeah.
like an
You're
oversimplification.
right though. You're right though. I think it's just it's levels to your manhood. Because the men that we are today, it's safe to say that we wasn't these men when we was 23-year-old men.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? We got different type of conversation. We have different thought processes. Hell, we know what we want now. Versus before, hell, we ain't know what we want. And even when we thought we knew we wanted something, shit, that shit changed.
And when that fat ass walked by,
That's what I want. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
So,
universal language right there.
Yeah, it is though.
yeah.
Universal.
Yeah, just who is a goddamn motherfucking like Braille out here, ain't it? Fill it out, read everything, ain't it?
Every goddamn thing. Girl, you carry expression cargo.
Excuse me, y'all, man. Y'all know we will veer off
I know I will.
into all type of shit.
I got ADD, so you gotta.
So y'all can help catch us. You know what I'm saying? But like, check this out. All right, you got the alpha males, the beta males, per se. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my shit right now.
All right, one quick second, y'all.
I ain't even finna answer that. We good.
This phone ringing. We live, so
Yeah, man. Folks trying to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you got the different levels of manhood is what I was basically saying. And it's safe to say that when we were younger, even though we got alpha characteristics as far as the physical goes, you know what I'm saying? We were still beta here. So you don't become alpha until you are right in here. You know what I'm saying? And to be right in here, first you have to get this together. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I agree and I disagree somewhat. But I agree I'm going to say 70%. I disagree 30%. Because see, dig me on this. A true alpha, if you believe in it, he was an alpha at 15. Like how many people you knew that always led? How many people, like you say, the geeks and the nerds, they always been that way. Now
But
some
check it
may
out.
transition.
You can lead in the right path. You can lead us straight.
Yes, absolutely. And we've all followed for right and followed for wrong. Yeah.
So,
I think you can start off with beta and become an alpha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can transition.
Yeah, you can
You
transition.
can definitely transition, but I was saying some alphas, they just always been that way. Some dudes always led. Some dudes always
You think they was a product of the environment?
and not a straight, but in the right way, correct?
both. I damn near think it's impossible.
Yeah, I was listening to this damn video.
It's
This
impossible.
old man was saying some shit like, how can you point out a fool if you never was one?
Mm-hmm.
That shit touched my heart when
Yeah,
he
bro.
said it, bro.
But how
You know
many
what
people
I'm
see
saying?
we built in a nation of leaders? If you say who a leader, everybody gonna stand up. Now if you
Yeah.
say who a follower, nobody. But we've all led.
Mhm.
We've all followed.
Uh-huh.
And then to go deeper than that, we've all led for wrong and for good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You remember me sneaking out the house? I wasn't supposed to.
That's true.
We've all did both. So it's, you know what I mean?
I can dig that. I
Yeah.
can dig that.
We all do.
Most definitely. Let's see what these people got to say. Ty, what's
I
up,
wanna-
boy?
I want to hear some women chime in. Like, what
I would really love
Do
to
you-
speak to a woman on this.
do you prefer an alpha, a beta, or a mixture of both? Because study says
Mm-hmm.
that the average woman prefers a mix of both, the alpha and the beta. She doesn't prefer just the alpha because, like, again, if we're going off just the raw characteristics of an alpha male, just the raw characteristics of an alpha male, that's not what attracts a woman when you're talking about a lifetime partner.
I think for the I think a woman to get bored with a beta first. A true alpha, like women, not to sound misogynist, but a woman wanna, I ain't gonna say know her place, but she wanna facilitate a role.
What kind of woman is this now?
It's a woman, period. Like I feel like a woman is gonna get bored with a beta. A true beta,
But see, alphas are not sensitive in any form. You see what I'm saying? And all women want a man who has a sensitive side. They want a man that can show vulnerability. They want to be with a man who can express
Lena
his
Brown,
emotions.
can we bring you in to talk with us, baby? We want to talk to you.
They
Can
want
we
to-
bring you in, Lena Brown?
Yeah, I know later, goddamn. They want a man that can express his emotions. And if you with somebody who can't do that, then you ain't gonna be able to probably give that woman what she emotionally needs.
Yeah.
I think for
It's
an
impossible
alpha,
to.
emotions
Impossible.
is replaced with understanding. And I'm speaking from my alpha. I'm not always emotional, but I'm understanding. So I acknowledge what you know what I'm saying? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
I may not be emotional,
I do
but
the
I'm
same thing.
understanding too. I feel like the woman's supposed to be the emotional facilitator.
Chris. And
So you will be all right with a woman. And we spoke about this on the last podcast.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
About you say you feel like being vulnerable was like a sign of weakness for you.
you did say that.
Well, in context, I was saying,
And I
you
said
brought it
I
up.
think it's a
No,
form of strength.
Exactly, but I said in the beginning, we was talking about being younger. In the beginning, I was taught that was the context of it.
Of course.
That
We
it
all
brought
were. We
it up.
all were.
Yeah.
I had to break that.
Yeah.
I had to break that, bro.
But
I would never.
This how
let a
you push you
woman
to
know
hell.
how I feel.
You say rap trans man, goddamn sensitive.
Hey, shit,
Yeah,
said, oh, help.
Look at him. Look at that alpha over there.
Alpha.
Don't bite him.
Look at the arms
No.
out. I'm calling Corey out. He's supposed to be a master trainer. He got this fucking sweatshirt on. I done did all these push-ups. I want to know what's up.
I'm a melanin king. I need y'all to know that before I take this motherfucker off, okay? I need goddamn 35 subscribers, goddamn viewers. Like an OnlyFans. I need 35
You understand me?
viewers before I take this motherfucker off.
Goddamn.
But yeah, but to put it in context, I was saying, I think that topic was about in the beginning, like being vulnerable. I still don't 100% go all in on vulnerability in the beginning. That's something.
Yeah, it is something that you do over time.
Yeah.
You don't want to come off in the beginning as a little crying ass little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Why is you a crying ass little boy if you express yourself?
When you first meet her,
Yes.
you're going to do that off real.
Check it out. So, have you
Because-
ever met somebody that, soon as you meet them, it feel like you done known them forever? I'm talking about the energies within you two vibe and gel so well, all right, that
Hold
you
on.
feel like you know this person.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this last podcast. You have to define vulnerability because clearly his definition of vulnerability is different from
It
yours.
could be different.
You give him it is.
Yeah, well, it is.
Yeah.
Mine is down.
You have to define vulnerability.
Vulnerability to me is, I can tell you everything I done been through. I'm talking about the shit that hurts me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the shit that I personally have done to hurt others.
Without
That's
crying.
the one I like to get out the most, honestly. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to think I'm perfect.
But that's a conversation,
But
though.
like,
That's a conversation.
it is.
It's a conversation, but no, you're right. He's being vulnerable in this conversation, but you
Yeah.
gotta acknowledge that's his definition of vulnerability.
But I guess what I'm saying is, like, you kind of got to get to know a person because what you don't want to happen is later on she used your vulnerability as a weapon.
All right, but
And
so
that's why
what evil motherfuckers do. They use your shit against you.
But
But
you
good
gotta-
people don't.
But you gotta protect your energy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I
you
tried-
can't give
I
it
said
away
willingly.
willingly.
That's
You know
what I
I'm
said
saying?
it-
Yeah,
as
I didn't
a-
say don't give it to everybody though.
You got
saying
to
give
you got
it
to
everybody,
protect your
though.
energy. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want people to use your vulnerability, the shit you've been through, your scars, as a weapon later on some frivolous bullshit.
Man, Lord
You know what I'm
knows
saying?
I done been through it. Lord knows I done been through it, boy. And I'm like, man, I should have known. You know, as I hear about how, you know, things you've been through, last person you was with used it against you because you told them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I'm like, damn, you're doing it to me.
So I guess
You know what I'm saying?
that kind of going to the next topic.
I was just, boy, you
The next topic is it's like,
Oh.
and fellas chime in on this, fellas.
Mhm.
How do you heal a hurt queen from her past traumas? Like the shit she been through in the past. Now you in a relationship.
Thank
with
you,
her.
Lena. I want to bring you in.
And what she say?
She said, why is there a judgment around another man's level of vulnerability? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say judgment. I just said define
True self
vulnerability.
at a
Because
stage.
clearly,
I don't
when
think it's
everyone-
judgment.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's a stereotype, but I don't think it's
I like
judgment.
Natasha's definition of vulnerability. Vulnerability is being true self on a stage with everyone looking. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You know, when you actually, this is what I found out. When you are vulnerable, guess what it does, man? It separates the people that mean you no good from you and keeps only the good ones in your circumference. You know what I'm saying? Because those other ones gonna judge you off of some shit you done told them about yourself, or run because they think that something you done went through is just gonna cause them a problem. You know what I'm saying? And they remove themselves. And hell, once you become vulnerable, you actually know how to remove these motherfuckers from your life yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what the hell you want.
You know,
All the way.
Can I interject? I appreciate your respect, Casey, because you at a place I'm not, and I God damn it, I love you for that.
Thank you, bro. I love you too.
I'm not there, but I respect where you at.
Man, I went through a lot of hell, man.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
actually a goddamn broken and healed individual, man. You know what
And
I'm
for
saying?
you to say that, that's commendable,
Bruh, because before I even talk about how I've been hurt, man, I have hurt the fuck out of some good ass hearts, man.
Man, I think we all
God,
can
so
tell that.
motherfucking mighty,
I lost
boy.
some good ones. I lost some good ones
And
along the way.
only
G.
one,
G.
bro, made my ass.
Hold on,
sit
pause.
back and
I need Corey to look at me, Corey. I lost some good ones along the way, man. But love.
Lord should have
Love
brought your
should
ass
have
home
brought
last night.
Love some
Love
bunch
to
of
watch
ass.
that all that night.
You know what I'm saying?
And when she poked him in the forehead, that's when I got that
shit.
shit.
And his name was Marcus. Why you?
Mm.
God damn it. Come here.
And her name was Mark.
His name was Marcus.
You know what I'm saying? So these girls can't satisfy. That's why they can't hold a good man. What does it take to satisfy a good man, Natasha?
See it, that's it.
That was Nasita?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, I thought that is Nasita. Nasita, yeah, what does it take to satisfy a good man?
Yeah, and Cat Gut, you Jamaican. You see the no.
Yeah, I would like to take that.
And this something else too, man. Like when we talk about relationships and we talk about what it takes to please a good man, do women actually know what they signing up for when they ask a man to be monogamous?
Monogamy.
And I ain't trying to get into no polygamy shit, but I'm just saying
Why not? Speak on
when
both. It's yin and
when a
yang.
woman puts pressure on a man, because y'all know y'all the motherfucking queens of ultimatum. That's not motherfucking play.
Yeah,
That's not play.
yeah.
When a woman pressures a man into being in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, meaning that I want to be everything that you need sexually, I want to be everything that you need emotionally, I want to be the one that you come to be vulnerable. Everything that comes with being in a relationship. Do you understand what you signing up for?
That encompasses a lot.
And do you feel like you have the capabilities of fulfilling that role? I think that's something that a lot of women don't ask themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's such a push to have that goddamn, as Andre 3000 say, the goddamn the crib with the Goodyear swing hanging from the fence. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, not all, but a lot, have been taught from a child that the goal was this.
The goal was marriage.
The goal was marriage.
Picket fence, nice house,
The
nice
picket
job.
fence, the nice house, a man that make a lot of money and took care of the family. You've been taught that this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying?
And you focused on that.
But do you understand that the obligation that comes with that? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel like she tried.
let's get into it. Let's really talk about it.
Yeah, no, y'all go ahead with that right there. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to chime in on some things too.
What you think, Mark?
I'm with you on that. I think you come up with this perception of how you're supposed to do things, what it's supposed to be. See, to piggyback off what you said, a woman is brought up to save herself, and then be everything for your man. A man is brought up the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. Commitment for some people is almost like surrender. So I want to say communication got to be on the same wavelength, because what's your perception of how many people 20 years ago life is what they perceived it to be 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No,
Where you are right now, 20 years ago, did you see yourself being exactly where you are? If you can't, then you got to apply to the relationships, because things do what? Things change.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do. All the
Career, money, living situation, kids. You know what I'm saying? So, how much?
Tisha, what's happening?
What's up, baby? How much are you willing to conform and mold through this thing called life? Because it don't always go how we plan. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff out there that I said, I never do that. I never do that.
You did it.
I had to do
You
it.
had to do it. You had to go through it.
I had to go through it.
You had to go through it.
And then some of it, I love the process. I love to, you know what I'm saying? But take what I just said and apply to relationships. It's not always going to be, Maya Angelou said, my life ain't been no crystal stair. That's how relationships are. It ain't going to be perfect. It ain't going to be perfect, but are you willing to put that work in? And that C word, communication.
How many relationships that, I'm going to ask both of y'all this.
Mhm.
How many relationships have y'all been in where you have actually, for real now, been able to be yourself? Your real self. You. Be honest,
I think
man.
I've been in a couple.
Yeah?
Yeah. But being myself came with time.
And I agree with that.
Yeah,
being yourself come with time.
Come time.
It come with warming up to the person that
Yeah.
you're around and getting to know how they move and how they act
Yeah.
and just feeling comfortable.
That's
You know
part of the
what I'm
courting process and getting
Goddamn.
to know each other.
Like the people I got kids with, we was in a relationship, they know me. They
Yeah.
know me.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They know you dry Jake. My
Well,
man, y'all know you dry.
when I was with him, I didn't have to. But that's when we got kids.
You said, goddamn, that's important.
That's a hard life, but don't
That's
know
important.
that. But I don't know what to do
Hey,
about
listen,
that right now. But
that is important to know in a relationship. Do your
Shit.
man dry jack.
I
That's
was-
important to know.
What?
I never saw the
nigga, I with a whole sheet of sand paper on that motherfucker.
But I'm
I
saying
can't
you
do
slipping,
it.
you slipping off with the lube like what? I need that. I need that
hey,
grip. I'm just saying.
That's important to know. If you got that dry box, that medium box, or that wet box. If you got that wet box, you're not for
I
you're not for
appreciate.
market.
No, hold on, wait.
You're not.
We on my line. I
If you got-
appreciate the wet box.
If you got that walk, you are not for Marcus McCann. Listen,
That box and that jack is two different things.
listen.
Yeah, I need that wow.
You need
You understand me? I love that. You feel
That
me?
box and that jack, we put them together.
Ah.
Jack in the box.
Marcus want that
Not
dap.
second about.
Bro want that dap. That dap with the grip.
I like that grip. I like that grip. Jack, box, put it together. Jack in the
Y'all
box.
know what dap
Don't
is.
talk
I'm
to
serious.
I'm just saying, I'm out here, baby. I'm out here.
Hey, what you just saw was vulnerability.
I'm
That was vulnerability, y'all.
He just
That shit
displayed
brought
some
tears
a
to my eye.
vulnerable moment.
I'm just saying, like the whole lube, I never got it. I just never got it.
You jack your dick with a condom too, don't you?
I ain't never did that shit. That's like practicing too much. That's like goddamn when the coach let y'all out of practice in the game tomorrow,
You keep running.
you go back out there and keep on practicing.
Keep on practicing. Keep practicing.
Hell nah.
Once again, when we born,
I'm going home.
I was young. I was like 13.
You jack your head with a condom.
I was like 14. I just wanted to see, you know.
You just want to see what happened.
I just wanted.
What
I
you
was young. I
young?
was like 13.
You and Rubber got a little goddamn little slickness inside of it.
But I'm saying, I was young. I was 13. I just wanted to, you know, blast off.
You probably just seeing how that bitch feel or something. Goddamn.
And this back when they had the, it was my mama boyfriend.
I used to try on rubbers. and
Mike
shit,
Brown, car boss team.
You know.
Yeah.
When
I know Mike Brown.
lifestyle
Car
was
boss
for me.
team.
But see, this was before that. This was when they had the color, the African color condoms, the black, the green.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
Them
And
extra little shits.
yeah, I put one on. I was
Bitches fit
young.
like goddamn them motherfucking gloves from the hospital and shit, man.
And my mentality was, I put it on, I didn't want to waste it, so I blasted it. Then I so I could wrap it.
They say he ain't want to waste
I
that
didn't wanna waste
bitch,
it,
boy.
motherfucker.
Goddamn, yeah. So you can have WAP and grip. WAP and grip go together
Exactly.
as well.
I love it. If you
Right.
got grip, you man, like, this whole lifestyle, this Mercedes, this
Call it
wall
grap.
downtown, you can have that.
Goddamn.
Shit changed.
That grip WAP. That grap. Got that grapple on you, don't you, Natasha?
Where we at right now, man?
Natasha,
Where we at?
Natasha,
Natasha, my dog, man.
cut your bullshit out. You know what time
Yeah.
it is.
Natasha, you my dog. Goddamn.
Where we at? Where we at?
Convert on over to my Facebook, baby. Yeah.
She said introduce yourself. That was what you said introduce yourself. She
Oh,
wanna
Hey,
know-
dude, hey, look.
Yeah.
I know goddamn everybody know my main host. I think
Yeah.
who live the goddamn who the one on goddamn the main live.
The main
It's
line
my
on
line,
mine.
but we probably got more people on.
But listen, I'm
Oh,
Corey.
I had like
I'm
10 or
Corey
something
G.
off the rip, though. You.
I'm Corey G. Peace guys. You know what I'm saying?
Saying, my people active on here. That's what I'm going by. My
I
people
see
active.
though. Yours is.
Yeah, that's
yours
what it
is.
is.
Few of mine is too though.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, I'm comedian KT Williams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
Mhm.
Katana. My family call me goddamn Kutana. You know what I mean?
We call him draws. I know he don't fuck with that name no more. But we used to call him that.
I actually still fuck with the
You
name.
fuck with
You know,
that?
it just wasn't able to follow me to Texas and nothing.
Yeah, what's
But every
that?
once in a while, I was telling people like, you know, they used to call me Draws back in the day.
Oh, we call him draws.
It was like, why?
And just to give y'all some background, I've been knowing Marcus since I was 5, at least 5.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
knowing Marcus. I
To a
met
butterfly.
KT when I was 15, 14.
Nah, nigga, this was before high school.
If I'm right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
I'll say between 13 and 15,
Yeah, yeah.
I met him.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of give y'all an idea of
Yeah,
like
we've been going
25
a long
plus
time,
in this
y'all.
the connection is right here on this
Yeah.
motherfucking sofa. This is like shit.
Long motherfucking time.
A long time. I'm 39 years old. I've been knowing these dudes my whole life. You know what I mean? So that's kind of
And FYI, I will put that pistol on any nigga body, nigga. Just put money on my books.
right. Look,
Hands,
Look.
pistols, knives,
Put money on my
Look,
books. Mama.
bricks.
we were just talking about the
Boots.
situation. I had to call this man. God damn it. He like y'all ever seen Get Out? He TSA. He TSA. He gonna come and find me.
You know the deal. I'm gonna get on the bottom for that. Hell right. Damn.
He TSA. He gonna come
Oh,
find me.
Yeah.
But we're gonna roll over into the next topic of
Next
discussion.
topic. Next topic.
The next topic is in relationship.
This one, right?
We talking about force or effort.
Did we make it to this program?
We did that. No, we didn't do that.
No, we
We
started
kind of
and
talked
veered
around
off.
it a little bit, but we never
We
really
did
hit
Yeah.
it.
touch on it, y'all.
We tiptoed on it. We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't really hit it. I want to really hit that.
Well, let's
Bro,
hit it.
you remember?
Let's hit it. We get into
All right.
it.
Ben, we're going to start with the fellas on this question. You know what I'm saying? So all fellas on here, put your goddamn input in right here. You know what I'm saying?
And I start off with him.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, and Mark's gonna go first. So like, you know, fellas, when dealing with I don't even really want to use the word broken right now for sake of sensitivity issues.
Yeah.
But like dealing with a woman that has been hurt and has a traumatic past from relationships, you know, how do you help aid in healing her and being with her at the same time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think number one, and I made some notes, so if you see me look down, we're gonna go with it. Number one, you gotta go through it. You gotta hit it head on, you gotta acknowledge it. This is the thing. Most trauma come from two main sources. The household you was raised in, because some of that come from the household, and how the opposite sex treats you, meaning relationships. So you have to ask a female, what's the genesis? Where did it start? Now the cliche answer gonna be, oh, my last boyfriend did something such. But it's always gonna be deeper than that. You gotta go 1, 2, 3 relationships in the past. So you gotta be 100% transparent in when it started and how it started. You get what I'm saying?
You do.
You gotta be, because it has a
do.
genesis. Where did it start? When did it start? Number 2, females or men, you gotta know you good enough. So many people don't feel like they're good enough when somebody has misused them. You gotta understand you're good enough. Hell, sometimes take the time to write down your strengths. These are my strengths. This is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. But at first, this is what I would say to anybody. Ask that woman, do you want to be healed? Ask that man, do you want to be healed? Hearing yourself say that can be so therapeutic. Baby, I know what you've been through.
Yeah.
Do you want to be healed? You feel me? Yes, I do want to be healed. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a game. I'm gonna give you a piece of paper, and I'm gonna get a piece of paper. Write down what you think it takes to make you heal, and I'm gonna write down what I think, and then we're gonna compare lists.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna compare lists and look at them and see, okay, you know what? This is what we can do, and this is the steps we're gonna take to make, to make yourself heal.
Yeah.
But most of all, put this at the top. It takes time.
Time is
It
definitely a
takes
must.
time
I think-
because.
No, not to cut your thought off.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest. A woman that's been hurt from past relationships, I don't think you can heal her, and I don't feel like it's your responsibility to either. I think it's your responsibility to be who you are, because the minute you start focusing on the doing that it takes to help that woman heal, what happens when that doing stops? Because it's not who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So in any relationship with somebody, let's say you was in a relationship with somebody who was hurt before, and the relationship was going perfect, but because it's not what they're used to, they looking for the bad. Like, nah, this shit going too good.
I have experienced
And
that.
anytime you look for some bad shit, you can find it if you put the right intention on something that's not there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not your responsibility. And one thing you can't do is ask somebody to give you something eternally that you can't give to yourself. Anything that you ask for eternally, you have to be able to give it to your fucking self. And if you can't do that, then you putting too much of a demand on that person
Yes.
externally.
Yes.
I
know what I mean?
disagree with you. I disagree because when you with somebody and they be healing, that been hurt, and you really want to be with them, when you say doing, the doing never stops. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The doing never stops. I think if you really want to be with that person, you put the time, energy, and honest effort. The key word is honest. If you know you putting that effort, if she didn't tell you that at the beginning,
Go
or,
ahead.
you know what I'm trying? I just think the doing never stops. But with somebody that you truly love and want to be with, it's always going to be effort because you can apply effort to every aspect of the relationship. You get what I'm
But
saying?
this what's gonna happen. This what's gonna happen. You're gonna apply all this effort that's really outside of yourself. And granted, if it's within who you are, it's a lot easier. But once you start applying effort that's outside of yourself, eventually what you're doing is gonna stop. Because that's not who you are. And you're gonna and who you are is gonna kick in. And then when who you are kick in, who you really are, and because she couldn't accept it, she could be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Why you stop doing the XYZ?
Right.
It's because that's not who I really was. You gotta love that person for who they really are.
Yes.
You gotta be who you really are. And if who you are is not a fucked up person, let's put that caveat out there. You can't be no fucked up person trying to heal a hurt woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you a good dude and you're really trying to put the effort in making your relationship work, just be who you are. Be honest with her. Be sensitive about the shit that's hurt her in the past.
Right.
But it's not your job to do
And it ain't.
shit
It ain't.
to heal. You know what I'm saying? Besides, outside of listening to her.
Yes.
Every woman loves a man that can listen.
Hold on, pause. You say it ain't your job to
Goddamn,
do
let
nothing
me-
to heal? To participate in the
Check it
healing
out.
process.
Let me
What?
chime in with something. It might open y'all up a little more right here because, like,
Damn,
you know,
hold on,
I'm
man.
feeling both sides from you guys.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm also sitting right here in the middle with a little good, little juicy thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is just my philosophy on it. But like, it's two things that must be in play. All right, when this man is dealing with a broken woman, you know, not fully healed woman, vice versa. Okay, the person that is, you know, the broken, unhealed one, they have to be currently engaged in a mental state of change in which they actively are thinking about change and difference in their life. All right? This is the only way this could work. And then that other person must have understanding. You know what I'm saying? That person got to be able to understand that, hey, damn, my baby been through some shit with these last people she was with, man. And that's the only reason why she's doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? And when she's at a point of, you know, wanting to change, wanting to be better, wanting to be different, she will be able to hear your words of understanding. So you can say to her, I understand why this is going on. And look, babe, I ain't him. And, you know, that ain't me. And they'll be able to hear you and bring themselves back and say something to you like, hey, look, I'm sorry. Thank you for helping me out with that. Hey, we're going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. You know what I mean? Without those two things in play, and it has to be going on inside the two individuals respectfully, whether the change is in the man or the woman and the understanding is in the man or the woman, flip-flop, whatever. But those have to be in play. You know what I'm saying? And the only way they can really both take effect is if, like, love is in y'all hearts, man.
It's really empathy.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of you have to have empathy for each other's plight.
Yeah.
And when you got empathy for each other, of course you're going to move in a manner that's conducive to her feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And as long as you're moving in a manner that's conducive to her feelings, you're doing all that you can do.
And
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
do nothing extra because it all happens inside of her. The
Right.
things that need to be changed, same thing with me.
Because
they happen inside
again,
of
I
me.
say, if she's looking or he's looking for bullshit, he gonna find bullshit. No matter how much good you're doing, they're gonna find bullshit. And that's why I always go back to saying, you can't focus on the doing in relationships. You got to focus on the being. We're human beings. We're not human doings. So you just gotta be inside of a relationship. You can't. We're not built like that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
when you say doing, we can say it's an adjective.
Of course, it's action.
It's action. So
It's action.
So love is action, right?
It's a verb.
A verb. So if you say you focus on the being, you're kind of missing out on the plight because you're always to elevate. It's something you have to do. You start here, you still got to do something to get.
But you
get
still
here.
staying true to who you are. Now, anytime that you go outside yourself to get a woman, or you go outside yourself to heal a woman, what happens when you come back into yourself?
But that's forcing. That's
Force
forcing
versus
when you
effort.
go outside of yourself.
Force versus effort.
That goes right on into the next
You
step.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying, like, you can't force that type of energy because eventually it's going to expose itself.
So for me
They're
to
not
play
forced,
DA,
but
you
you
saying
can definitely nudge and try to push in the right direction and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Try this over here instead of that because you keep walking towards it. Let me point your shoulders this way. Walk that way. Try it out. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's stuff that come naturally with being around a person. You know what I'm saying? I
That
work
you care
out.
about.
I work out.
I don't
Right?
see it. I don't see it.
Fuck you. But listen, I work out.
This
The
nigga
nigga
flabby,
man,
y'all.
he want me to take my sweat off. So
I'm trying to see
bad.
what's
flat.
up, nigga.
He want me to take the sweat
I
off.
say he's a super trainer.
But
I'm
we ain't got 30. We ain't got 30 yet. I ain't
Though.
taking nothing out. This goddamn OnlyFans. Listen.
I'm going to start me an OnlyFans,
Me
nigga.
too, nigga.
Waist down out this motherfucker.
Back, I'm ordered
Yeah.
up with the jock strap.
Y'all done made me lose my thought.
Ah, waist down in this motherfucker.
You gotta make me
I'm going to have a
look
lot of
up,
side
bro.
pose. I'm going to be like this.
I whip out right here. Nah, I understand.
You understand me? I might have one fan too. That's why that shit called OnlyFans. I'm gonna have my
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I'm glad y'all got to see what I got to go through.
You understand me?
This
I was on OnlyFans. They kicked me off.
Oh, why they got you, babe?
Because it was
Because
cold
I didn't-
outside. It was cold outside.
Nah, because I didn't know what to do. I'm on OnlyFans. I was watching football. I had to watch the football with me. I didn't know we were supposed to like.
It was cold outside.
He did drop one dry jack video though.
Ah, man.
He did.
It kicked me out of there, man.
This nigga dick ashy than a motherfucker. He got no jacket, no lotion, no nothing.
Damn, I'm gonna leave you alone about that shit right there.
see
boy.
some use
Don't,
of
because
It
it's
sound
real.
like a hard road to hoe,
Man, that's
right there, boy.
beautiful because it's grip. I'm gripping.
Shit.
That's pure grip.
Damn, Cordy. Hey man, they say roll up the pants leg or
This
something.
nigga supposed to be a master trainer trying to see what's up. I don't did he push ups and shit for nothing. Look
I've
at
been
me.
in the gym all week. Y'all can't tell
I'm
me
out
shit.
here, I'm out in these streets, man, downtown. This nigga, he trained in Marietta. When he come downtown, this is my territory.
I got a video just for them coming late. Come later this week. I got a video just for them.
But I'm gonna post it on my page, nigga.
But I done lost my whole goddamn thought.
Yeah.
What we were talking about?
We were rolling
We
into
was
like,
damn near inching into force
yeah,
versus
we were
effort.
going into that force.
my
versus
thing
effort.
was this.
Mhm.
When you go outside yourself to force actions to make a person, to help a person heal, or to get a person, and women say this all the time. Oh, you don't do the shit you did in the beginning. Women say that shit all the time, and the reason why women say that shit all the time is because we went outside of who we really are to get her.
Hey, every woman that has ever said that to me, though I did not just really spew it back off at her majority of the times, I felt the same damn way. Because she wasn't
Maybe she
doing
was
everything
fronting.
she was doing
She was probably
as
fronting
well.
to
You know what I'm
get you.
saying?
She was probably fronting to get you.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Like, you go outside yourself to help somebody heal, but that's not who you are. What happens when you go back to yourself? You know what I mean? It's gonna always be a cycle. So all you can do,
Till you break it.
all you can do is be who you are.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Be who you are
is
and be
why
honest.
I be vulnerable,
Be honest,
open and
communicate.
honest. Like, hey,
You know what I'm saying?
off the rip, this is me.
Show her
So
that
you can get the hell on out of here now,
show her that
or
this is not me.
stay and get to know more.
I'm not the last dude. All you can do is show her I'm not the last dude. I'm not that dude that hurt you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you show her that through action. Your action. Not because you're coercing a situation that's conducive to how she feels.
But what if it ain't cohort? What if you are a natural healer? Like you said, you're a teacher, right?
My calling in life is to be a teacher.
So what about the people that embrace healing or embrace, I can help this person because I see the greater good in her and us.
But again, I don't go outside myself to do that. That's who I am. I'm a natural teacher. I feel like my calling in life is to teach. I feel like my calling in life is to heal. So I'm not going outside myself. So
So
even
you personally could do it. Be with a woman and
I could do that.
do that.
Because even after I heal her, my actions are not going to change. I'm not going to revert back to something that she doesn't recognize. But see, what happens in a lot of relationships is that men will go outside themselves to please or appease a woman, and then when they revert back to their natural selves, the woman be like, who the fuck is you? What happened to this shit? You know what I'm saying? What happened to everything you were doing before? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, I don't feel like something's changed. They feel awkward about the situation or the relationship because you ain't doing the same shit you was doing in the beginning.
Damn that, but ain't that damn that everybody though? How many people are consistent throughout? Can we honestly say we consistently throughout, if you've been in a 2-year relationship, that you was the same person day uno?
And
From
things
day-
settle
That's a good
in.
question. That's a good
Things
question.
settle in. Things mellow out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I know in the beginning I used to eat the cooler every day, and now it's damn, you know, every 2 days out the week or some shit. Or I used to but now I work this many hours, so you know I can't do all that shit no more. And
So how long you ate the box every day?
Every day?
that was just
7
an
days a
example.
week.
Yeah, I had to rewind on that one.
7 days a week.
Since y'all want to key in
From
on
the
this
front and the
shit,
back.
boy, that shit hit every way. You understand me?
Good man.
The bike front.
Back from.
The bike front. You ever got that
That's when you
from
fold
the
the
back
legs.
front?
That's when you fold the legs back and you go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
It's a little different. You actually press her all feet towards head and
Respect.
up. It's just a little, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Sometimes you gotta have a stool for the shit, all kind of shit.
Respect.
I can't be talking about all this shit right now.
Look,
I know.
they know
you
that.
why?
They know that. We just
because
talking.
you do HVAC. You used to sucking. You think you sucking the air. And you HVAC. You, that's why this nigga do HVAC. You didn't fool me, nigga.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you do this.
Hey, man,
You
I'm trying to
know
think, man.
Tomo's extensions.
Give me a pencil and a piece of paper. Let me draw this shit out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I get it. 'Cause I'm like, that ain't natural.
But you know, in those changes though, man, majority of the times where I have heard this from, you know, a significant other of mine or someone that, you know, I'm courting, getting to know, it's been because I saw something in them that really fucked me up, bro, and it changed. But look here, I'm trying to see if like maybe this person will do better or realize, you know, how they had made me feel. Because I ain't the person every time. I don't want to tell you every time that you done hurt my goddamn feelings or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I would like for you to feel that you done hurt my feelings. See that you done hurt my feelings. And come back to me and say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I know I was mad earlier and shit. But like, I'm sorry, because I know I had to make you feel like this. The shit I do. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
that
want the
comes
same
with a
damn
different
thing.
type of connection, though, for her to understand shit and acknowledge that she hurt. She gotta. That's you talking about something later on.
Man, how about this right here? Any person that disrespects you knows it. Any person that hurts you knows it. Any person that wrongs you knows it. Okay?
It's true.
They know this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless we trying to come up with some type of scenario with some minuscule shit that maybe not really matters and they could overlook it and possibly miss it, but those deep-rooted things, they're known by them. You know what I'm saying? So it's safe to say that these people be intentionally inflicting this upon us. You know what I'm saying? And we be choosing to stay around for the shit.
So
You know what I
Stephanie
mean?
asked a good question.
What's Stephanie say?
She said, what do men look for in a woman, or is it only appearance that first get them?
Appearance is the first thing we see.
That's a natural.
Okay? That is the raw basics of life.
Raw
My
basics.
partner told me I should write a book about this shit. Shout out to my nigga Van. But them raw basics trump everything, man. Raw basics is, you know, black and white. How about it? Right and wrong.
Man and
God damn it.
woman.
1 + 1 = 2. Man and woman. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Love. You know what I'm saying? All those type of things. Those principles is what the raw basics run off of. So, naturally, a man and a woman is attracted to each other from the physical first. And a lot of times it be those subliminal thoughts that we don't even think about. Really, a man will look at a woman and say, God damn, she fine. You know what I'm saying? But the subliminal thought, raw basic, root animalistic part is that's a goddamn childbearing woman
I'm gonna kick
who
in
is the opposite sex that, you know, I like. And I will ravage her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I see a woman, I know if I fuck the shit out of her.
I'm gonna kick
A woman
in.
knows she'll fuck the shit out of man.
I'm gonna kick in and ask the question that Mark asked.
Go ahead.
If you were blind, how would you find love?
Yeah.
Because
I was wondering.
so much is based off of the physical appearance, and men are way more physical than women.
Way more.
Visually. That's why you see more strip clubs for with women stripping than you see strip clubs with men stripping.
If I was
Because
blind,
they
I'd
know
be using braille on that tail.
They-
Understand me? I ain't grabbing
They
no
know.
wrist. I'm sorry, Ray.
they know that men are more visual. So if you were blind, fellas,
Look at that. Appearance is
Fellas.
first for women too. I know that.
But we
Because
still
we're
more
humans. Like, just think about nobody having a face on them. And no titties or no dick or pussy. You know what I'm saying? Just
I mean,
blank
go back
faced
to
it, walking around
the
this
posed
earth.
question.
We-
If you was blind, how would you go about finding the perfect part? I post that on Facebook, so y'all post that. You already supposed to be ready for this one.
We would have to fill it out.
Wait a minute, Natasha said in her humble opinion, which is a very humble motherfucking opinion, she said ugly men treat her better.
Go keep the ugly nigga right there, bro. Lord tell you, good looking niggas out here treat you good too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that the ugly niggas be doing it because they got you.
You gotta do the most.
Nigga done looked up, he got you. Every woman I done been with is beautiful. I gotta be able to sit here as my woman get out the car and go in the store to grab something and niggas blowing the horn. Oh, goddamn girl.
You say every woman you done made your girlfriend or
Every woman I done been with in a relationship, bro, they beautiful. Other men want them. You know what I'm saying? And
Let me ask women this. Do you want a man that's not physically attractive to other women? If your man wasn't physically attracted to other women, if other women didn't desire him in the least bit, would you want him?
damn. How are you reacting when you with your woman that, you know, these, you know, they out here, we used to be, you know what I'm saying? Say something to her or honk the horn on her or something. And
the
you
right
with her.
question is, could you handle it?
How you handling that?
Let's say you dated
I mean, if he say something to her, then it's your job to step up. But the looks, the honking the horn, to me, that's a compliment. Why? Because I'm not insecure.
Yeah.
Damn.
You get what I'm
That's the
saying?
key word.
Damn.
If you're a secure
Shit happened to me
man,
last night, bro.
you can handle that.
Man, that's a compliment.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting
Now,
in
when
the car.
niggas get disrespectful, it's your
Too
time.
called, laying on the horn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get what I do. Roll my window down, look over there.
We need to bring a woman in on that question. Like,
We
if
do.
you was blind, how would you find love? I need to bring a woman in on the live. Who want to come in on the live
Come on in.
and
Just-
say something? Who
Everybody
wanna
just
speak
get on there and say Brill on that tail. You understand me?
Man, King Energy.
on? So I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all was blind.
That's my way to find out if I physically like this person. A blind person cannot look at your physique.
I don't think
They gotta touch it.
Disagree. I think if I'm blind, I just want somebody to, number one, not feel sorry for me. Number two, genuinely care about me. I think that's when physical go out the door. I can't see you. I just want you to treat me good, treat me as an equal, and just
Yeah.
be there for me.
So it don't matter. She could be goddamn my 600-pound life with the great heart. Feel sorry for you. You blind. She just, by the way, baby, I know you blind, but my 600-pound life finna come to the house and feel me.
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna fly to Houston with me to go see that doctor?
Does it matter?
What you doing now?
Does it
I'm
matter?
think
I'm
you
asking
have to-
you.
It wouldn't, I don't think so.
You would be good.
I think
I'll be good.
I think
I
you
don't
gotta
think
listen.
I
I
would.
think you gotta listen to the cadence of their voice. You gotta listen to how genuine her spirit is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to, do she fuck with you
Yeah.
for real or not? You know what I mean? And it's like Mark say, do she feel sorry for you?
Yeah, I don't know
You
about
what
this
I mean?
argument.
No.
Like, I think all those things would play a factor if I lost my sight and I couldn't base my attraction to you on your physical.
And see, what I just gave you like 60% of the answer. The other 40%, I'm such an alpha. I don't want to be a burden on nobody. I would probably say put me somewhere where there's other
Right.
blind people and just
I've
go live your
always
life.
said
I don't
that.
even want to like live your life.
I've
Drop you
always
off
said
at
that.
goddamn
If I was-
Professor
I've always
Xavier
said
School
it.
for
Go live
Talented
your
Kids.
life, man.
I've always said that. If I was married and got into a car accident, Lord forbid, and I was paralyzed, I would want her to leave me.
Man, go home.
You
Just
would,
go home.
do you?
Yeah.
I would.
Go
I
home,
would.
man.
I would want her to leave me and go do her
Good
shit.
shit, man.
I don't know if that is how I feel, fellas.
I feel that way, but that's the beautiful thing of it. Like, I wouldn't want to be a burden on somebody. That's why the first thing I said was, don't feel sorry for me. If she genuinely didn't feel sorry for me and she was 600 pounds, let's make it work.
That moment happening in my life is an answer to one of the biggest questions I've had while we're together and believing in you, because we still have this question. Will they leave me high and dry for any reason, whatever? You know what I'm saying? So, bam, tragedy strikes. I'm in a car accident, and now I am motherfucking neck down, can't move nothing. You know
I
what I'm
need you to
saying?
put your cigarette out and come on in. People trying to figure out why we looking to He on the balcony smoking a cigarette.
You on the square.
Yeah.
It's a brief smoke break.
But I think me and G on the same page with this. He gonna give a different perspective.
I'm coming. Y'all keep
And I don't know if that's
respect it.
just the, what's that?
No, go ahead.
I don't know if that's the alpha in me, that's the, I don't want to hold nobody back, but just, I would want you to live your life. My kids, my mama, if you come see me, whatever, come see me, but
I
just,
feel like it's reverse psychology, some shit, because you don't want her to go nowhere, for real. But you'll go ahead on and give her the opportunity to, and you don't want nobody feeling sorry for you, but it's kind of saying, feel sorry for me and stay without saying it, I think, man.
I don't, I think, look,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna be genuine with
You
you,
don't
baby.
put work in this relationship, bro. You have proven yourself
Yeah.
and shown your love, man. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, that's disrespectful to ask them to leave you.
Not necessarily ask to leave, but I wouldn't want to be a burden on nobody or for her to feel sorry.
Well, that is that man in you, though.
That's that, and that's what I
that.
said. The
Yeah.
alpha shit, man.
And that's why I say,
Man don't wanna sit up on
again,
the
I
woman.
say, man, it take the alpha male, go back to the alpha male, beta male debate. I call it a prestigious man. A prestigious man carries the characteristics of both, an alpha and a beta.
And let me interject. It's more levels than just alpha beta. It's maybe 5 or 6 that you.
It's more,
Yeah,
because alpha beta
Mr.
really,
Charlie.
it really simplifies
It's
masculinity.
simple. It draws the line. Lambda,
So-
you got lambda.
Yeah. But
Don't
don't forget Mr. Charlie.
It simplifies masculinity. So when you talk about what a mate needs, and I'm gonna say a mate because we got women that consider themselves alpha, you got women that consider themselves beta. So when you talk about what a mate needs, they need a combination of both an alpha and a beta.
I think-
So if I have been in that car accident
Yeah.
and I can't walk no more, I need somebody who's sensitive, which an alpha is not, to,
Why is the
Ten-
alpha not?
because that's not the characteristics of an alpha. If we're basing it off raw characteristics of an alpha is not sensitive.
That's why I said he's understanding. Remember when I put that in there?
Okay, all right.
It's more
All right,
understanding.
all right.
So I need somebody sensitive to the fact that I'm in this wheelchair.
Does it mean they don't care?
Do it mean they don't care?
Who
No.
the alpha or the woman?
The alpha.
The person, to the person, no, it shouldn't mean they don't care.
Okay.
But the way they care should matter to the person that's receiving.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it all matters. You know what I mean?
Perception
Perception is reality.
reality, boy.
Perception is reality. If I perceive to
Perception
see a
is
goddamn
reality.
unicorn down there, it's a goddamn unicorn. You can't tell me no different.
You might have astigmatism. I need glasses, so I'm on the fence. But I need glasses. I need a
You need a
mature.
mature man.
Natasha.
What's a mature man?
Shit.
Natasha, what's a mature man? Tell me your definition of a mature man, because your definition of a mature man might be different from everybody that's clapping.
Natasha, you done come in at like 18.
You
People
need to
want to
come on
know
in.
who you are. So you need to put your bonnet on,
Put your bonnet
Put
on,
your
got
raise
it
bonnet
on.
hat, and come
right
on
now.
in and let's see what's up.
Put on a ball cap and a wig, or just a ball cap, a bonnet, a scarf. Tie that
Rocco.
motherfucker down.
We got Rocco Sims on the line.
Motherfucking Rocco in
Quit sounding like
it,
my
bitch.
cousin, man. You know
What
it
up,
is.
boy?
You know what it is.
You still? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Natasha, hey, you was hitting me up talking about when y'all gonna start. You've been waiting on this all day. You should have been ready. Put your bonnet on. Come on in. Cut that out.
What's that? Shamilia?
Shamilia.
What you thinking about there?
Shamilia, we're going to bring you in on the live, too. Come
What
on
you
in.
think about Shamilia?
Go ahead and add her on the line. We're going to add you on the live.
Schmidt, that one is on.
Okay.
I think don't you gotta go.
Yeah, I do it. I got it.
Shamilia, we're going to add you on the live.
We need some feminine
We
We need some feminine energy.
Let's bring
energy. Because this
Shamilia
king
in.
energy, fellas, if you ain't giving king energy, you might get deleted. And women, if you ain't receiving king energy, you're being cheated.
I don't see Shamilia
Bar.
name up there to bring her in.
Gee, that was a bar, what?
That was the bar. I'll give you 2 bars for that. There she go right there.
There she go. I cannot bring her in.
Wow.
She don't have an ad next to her name. Shamilia, send a request to be added. We'll definitely bring you in, love. Definitely. bring you
Roscoe,
in.
the hillside.
Right.
Hillside, Roscoe.
We out here.
But this little like we got girls, we got gambling. You ought to check it out.
Gee.
You ought to go check it out. But Natasha, I'm still waiting. Like, what's?
Yeah,
let's
what's
see what
that
she
mature
said.
man? Okay, encompasses all the levels and knows when and what to be when the time comes. Okay, go back down some, a little more. When the time comes, knows how to live, be sensitive, communicate, just everything.
Key word: sensitive. which is not a characteristic of an alpha. And that's why I say a woman in a relationship, when she really looking for a relationship, through that, and I'm gonna say this, all women go through a whole phase. All men go through a whole phase. Let's just talk about it. Let's just put it out there.
Well, you talking shit.
And during that whole phase,
Who whole phase lasts longer?
who whole phase lasts the longest?
Men.
That's the question. Who whole phase lasts the longest? Men or women?
Men.
But
women can revert after going through like a traumatic and detrimental relationship and just be like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they got down, hold everything together and
But
be
this
to
was my
themselves.
thought.
Or, hold
This
on,
shiny
let me
ass
interject.
soul.
We live in Atlanta, so I meet women all the time that move from Phoenix. When you relocate from Kansas City to Atlanta, guess what they do? They renew their whole card. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
with this
Nobody
one-
don't know you, so you finna
Yeah.
get a stamp on that. But that's another story.
You right about that now. That
Hmm.
that whole passport. That
Right,
shit a
because don't
motherfucker.
nobody know you. You transfer to a new city, don't nobody know you. And Atlanta, not to get off the subject, is the city you come to reinvent yourself. You was a goddamn square, you come here, now you all VIP. You was a good girl, now you're a hoe. You was a hoe, now you're a good girl. I done met girls that was unfriendly, well, extra friendly in other cities and came here and was married in 6 months. And I'm looking at the dude like, boy, you don't know.
They
You
don't
don't
get
know
to
what-
reinvent themselves.
But everybody got a
All
pass,
that is.
man.
Yeah, and we ain't judging. We
Everybody
just
got a
saying,
pass,
you know.
man. So that man was able to just see that woman and was like, yeah, I ain't let nobody else get this motherfucker again.
Little do you know, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
So my baby had me. How many women you done been with? I had
Next subject. Who has the hardest roller date?
But yeah, I mean, I lost my thought on that one. Y'all went off on the rails. on
Yeah,
that
you
one.
know, I mean, you got. I got
Y'all
ADD,
niggas
so you gotta,
ADD, boy.
yeah, like my
Hey,
you know,
next week I'm gonna bring Ridley.
But,
We
you
gonna all
know,
pop one on camera.
I didn't
We
know.
go- we go-
ADD was- I
Soul
thought everybody
task.
We're going to get into the next topic.